just finished supper here. For some reason my cat's begging me for food. But you just ate. You don't need anything. Okay. Let me just turn my camera on. I'm currently eating supper as we speak. Oh. Maybe I should stop doing that so I don't show me. Oh, hey Elizabeth, hey Ben, hey Tom, how you guys doing? Just getting myself organized here. Hi Tom. Hey, I like the music. That's can't remember what it was called. It was called jazzy comedy or something. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's working. All right. Well, welcome guys. We're this is youth group. This is where we are. I know I've seen a couple of you, or I haven't seen you guys, but we've been kind of hanging out, playing games. We've got the Minecraft server, so I've seen you guys there. That's been a fun time, but there's a good chunk of you I haven't seen much of, and I kind of regret that. I despise that fact that we haven't seen each other, but we'll get through it, I'm sure. Hopefully I get to talk to you guys a little bit today as we do our small groups and all else. So before we get started, today we were kind of working through Romans, and we would have been on Romans 10 today. I started kind of releasing Romans stuff throughout the week, and by throughout the week I mean I did one on Thursday, and that was it. Just kind of rethinking how to do ministry has been it's been a trip of figuring things out, working things out, and seeing what works. And I know you guys are super busy doing your school right now, and that's all on Zoom, and you guys are probably getting tired of screens and all the social media messages and inbox stuff. You guys are probably just getting flooded. And I'm hoping we don't get mixed up in that so much that we're able to kind of slice through that and be something different you do throughout the week. So we're working on that. And in any case, let's get started. We're going to start with prayer, as I try to usually do, but don't always remember to. But, yeah, let's get her going. God, we thank you for this time that we have, this awesome opportunity we have to have such amazing technology where we can reach across the city to each other's living rooms and be able to speak and do something that resembles hanging out. God, I pray in this time that we'd be able to connect with each other. God, that we'd be able to connect with you, that we'd be able to grow closer together as a church, and through that, grow closer to you as a church. God, pray that we'd continue to be there for each other. Holy Spirit, that you would come and impress on our hearts and our minds to be there, to support each other in this weird time. And God, that we would come out the other side a better, a stronger, united church. And we pray these things in your name. Amen. Okay. So, yeah, I was going to do Romans 10 today. I'm not entirely sure I want to. I have it set up so I can switch back to that if I want. But I want to know, how you guys are feeling. And what you guys are thinking. Oops. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. The Ferrises are So distracting. It's unreal. That's yeah. Just look at the live chat, guys. It's awesome. Right. So this week we're going on. What is this now? This is the third week we've done youth like this, and this whole social distancing quarantine thing started about a week before that. Yeah. So it's like it's been fine, kind of up to the point of this week. It's been really difficult for me. Like I feel really tired, really empty. Like I haven't seen you guys in a while, and something about that has just been like really hard for me. Maybe it's because it's like I felt called to this. Like God has called me to be with you guys, and not physically meeting with you guys is kind of like I feel like I'm missing out on that calling. Like that's the feeling I get. It could be just that like I'm a person who needs to meet with people, and I like really thrive being in groups, and being around just Danica and my cat doesn't really fill that need. Could be that. Could be like I have a lack of schedule. I've been ignoring my alarm. Usually I go up and I feed Augustine and then I'm up. But lately I've been feeding Augustine, going back to bed and getting up at like 9:30, just like rolling into work, quite literally. And it just kind of gives me this sense of like this lack of structure and this lack of purposefulness. And yeah, it just kind of has a sense of having like no direction. Like I'm not really going anywhere. Nothing's really progressing. I mean, that could be it. That could be why I feel this way. Or maybe there's like lack of schedule. I've noticed it's kind of put a drag on my my personal Bible reading and prayer life. My feelings, maybe they're just, if it's because of that, then it's more of a representation of me lacking intentional time with God. I've kind of pulled that together in the last couple days, but it's still kind of, the feeling's not going away. And it could be that. I mean, most likely it's probably a combination of these things. Like the reason I'm able to come up with a list is because it's all these things. And it's leaving me in a place where I've been kind of questioning the basic truths. Like, I don't know if you guys are feeling this way. I talked to the leaders just before this, and your small group leaders are awesome. They're way better than I am at like having structure and doing things to kind of keep their minds in a healthy place. And so they're doing quite well. You guys will learn a lot from them. Listen to them. They've got this worked out a lot better than I have. But it's like I'm kind of questioning things we've even talked about in our recent Romans discussions. The truth that like our salvation, like everything is totally up to God. Anything good we do, anything we do in our jobs and in our callings, and any meeting or encouragement or all we do, we can only do it because God is working that through us. And if we're not in a place where that opportunity shows itself, it's not really something we should be blaming ourselves for. Right? God's working through that still. The only reason we're able to do anything good is because God does good in the first place. So besides that, like our standing with God has nothing to do with what we do, but everything to do with what Jesus has done. And that section of this talk I wrote a few days ago, but Danica had to remind me again today because I had already forgotten in only like a few hours, really. Like I know these truths, but right now, based on how I feel, it's hard to believe. Which is why I need the reminder over and over. And I want you to encourage you guys, if you're kind of feeling that, if you guys are anything like I am, and you're feeling that, just get in the Word, remind yourself of these truths, because they are the truth. And oftentimes our feelings betray us. Yeah, I've talked with a few of you guys over the last few days about how you're doing, but in your small groups, if you could just tell each other how you're doing, how you're feeling, how you're thinking. I give your small group leaders some things, some questions, but um, your leaders are great, and they probably have a bunch of their own that they can work with. So I just want you guys to connect today. I don't know when the last time it is you had. Well, I mean, you guys probably have Zoom calls all week, but to connect with somebody other than those people in your house and be able to talk about what's going on the inside. So I hope you guys are able to take advantage of that. And there are some practical things I'd like you guys to work through, but I'll leave that all up to the leaders to figure that out. Maybe you guys can come up with something. Have some great ideas. Anyway, so jump on the Discord. And if any of you guys are not in the groups, I'll try to hunt you down and get you into the Zoom meetings in whatever way. So I look forward to chatting with you guys. And I'll see you in a bit. See you in a few moments, I'm guessing. All right. And break.